I want you all to remember that marriage is the #1 cause of divorce. Have you got that? Okay, let's get out of some serious stuff. Montreal, Canada, there's a company there called Bombardier, and they have been on taxpayer welfare for many, many years. They don't make any money. The Quebec government always gives them money. The federal government always gives them money. In 2016, they received over $1 billion. The federal government now, in the first quarter of 2017, has already given them $375 million. You know what? And last week, maybe it was 2 weeks ago now, right after they got the latest check, it was, checks, I guess, they added up to more than $1 billion. The executives gave themselves a 50% increase in salary. That's about $45 million Canadian a year. So we got our little welfare check, and now we're going to go to Hawaii and have a vacation. Really? How do you get on the plane? I thought you couldn't work and stuff like that. I mean, for 6 goofs who run a company that loses money to get a kick up of $45 million in addition to their obscene salaries already, you're rewarding them for running a screwed up business? Come on already. They make $8 million a year each to do a terrible job, or no job at all, because the company loses money. They should be fired. Why would you get fired? Why would you quit? But the government's always giving you a check. By the way, of the hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars that they get every year, that comes from you. I mean, if it wasn't for that, you could have a new car in a new garage. You could have this, you could have that, you could have all kinds of things. That's the part of a liberalism or socialism that people just don't seem to grasp. So many people today still think that when they make a statement like, I'll get it from the government, that they're getting it from an unidentified third party, when in fact you're taking it from yourself. You want to get a raise. I mean, I remember years ago I saw some nurses walking around with signs saying, I want a 15% raise. I stopped and I said, why don't you ask for that signage? Why don't you ask for a 15% reduction in your taxes? Because what's going to happen as soon as you get your raise, your taxes have to go up. Your husband's taxes have to go up. Your mother, your father, everybody has to pay more taxes to give you the 15%. Pool that, do the math. I mean, I ain't very well educated, but I kind of know that if you cut the end off one blanket and cut it off and then sew it on to the bottom of the blanket, you still got a blanket, right? Pretty much. Just saying. The Trudeau government in Canada, prime mistake Trudeau, he's planning now to increase funding for Parliament yet again this year, another $100 million. Really, I mean, this is for salaries, offices, benefits, $100 million, and they have far too many MPs anyway, MP being a member of Parliament, and now he wants to give them more money, and they don't do anything anyway. And I mean, this is just ridiculous. What do they need, a new stapler? Computers are less money today, desks are less money, chairs are less money than they were several years ago. I mean, and these guys continue to get hundreds of millions of dollars more all the time. These are the same guys in Canada who are also saying, we're going to put $7.5 billion. Billion with a B, $7.5 billion into childcare. That's because you Canadian people, you're too stupid to raise your own children, so we're going to do it for you. It's the most dangerous thing that undermines our mindset, I guess, that's ever existed. What's his name? Trudeau. Not him. Hitler did that. He got into the schools, the Hitler Youth Group. I mean, you start to knock their heads around when they're young, and they grow up liking it. And that's what's going on in Canada and other countries as well. But $7.5 billion will do a lot of damage, because you can hire a lot of whacks and get them in there to teach these children how to be vegetables all of their lives. And the odd one will come out of there with some ambition still, because you can't kill that, you can't legislate that in everybody, but you certainly can do it in most of them, and that's not a good thing. Every 15 seconds, you don't need to know this information, but I'm going to share it with you anyway. Every 15 seconds in the United States of America, there is a home invasion. Get a gun. Hey, y'all come back tomorrow. See ya.